What's up, everybody? I'm Chris Ross here at the North Carolina Roots Fest, nc100, brought to you by nc100. Listen, we're here in the great city of Reidsville, North Carolina, and we have the wonderful pleasure of having Victoria here with us from Budget Tax.
Yes.
How are you, Victoria?
I'm good. I'm part of the North Carolina Budget and Tax Center. We're happy to be here. It's our first time out here.
Absolutely. Listen, as you can see, this is a very, very festive moment.
Yeah.
We can hear the music in the background.
Yes.
How did you get your start in preparing taxes?
Yeah, so I have a background in nonprofits and community building, so I work as part of the community building team at the NC Budget and Tax Center. Formerly, they were primarily a research and like data analysis centered organization, and have recently started expanding community building efforts to take our work to the people. So I was looking for a new place to work, and I fumbled into this organization, and it's a place that walks the walk and talks the talk. It's a great place to work. Yeah.
Let's talk about a little bit about how important it is to get your taxes prepared.
Yes.
We hear so many terrible stories of entrepreneurs, regular folks, entertainers, artists, and they have problems with taxes.
Yeah.
And you talk about the importance of getting your taxes prepared, getting them prepared correctly.
So, what we work on primarily is not necessarily like the accounting side of taxes, but what we do is we do research and outreach to communities and ask them what their priorities are, and then we advocate to the state legislature about the state budget and tax policies implemented at the state level.
Yeah.
So what we would do is say, we would come into Reidsville and say, what does your community need?
Yeah.
And they say, well, we need a better public school system. We need an additional elementary school here. How do we get the funding for that? And we take that information and bring it to lawmakers. So what we think is really important is participation in the tax system. And right now, one of our big campaigns is against the corporate income tax cut in the state of North Carolina. By the year 2030, the state income tax rate for corporations will be 0%. So that means corporation will be paying $0 in state income tax, which will result in a $2 billion revenue loss for our state annually. So when we don't have that money in our state budget, we're not able to fund public schools and roads and make sure our families have food assistance so they can have food on the table and good health care. So that's where our focus is primarily.
I love it. I love it. So, Linda, this is you're doing a great act of service. Let's talk about what community means to you. Serving the community, doing your part within this wonderful world that we live in. And you're right here in the beautiful city of Reidsville. What does service and community mean to you?
Yeah, that's a great question. Community is really about building bridges across all avenues of life. I think that in this country, we have a strong emphasis on individualism at the expense of reaching out to your neighbors.
Right.
So what we're trying to do is cross those bridges, bring this to everybody. And for me, it's about community is many things, but it's primarily like a garden. So you need to reap and you really need to tend to your community. You need to see what people are needing and be able to contribute what you can.
Yes, sir.
Hard times could fall on any of us, and that's why we need to build systems to support each other through hard times so that there's always something there, and we know that we can turn to each other when times are hard or when the government doesn't take care of us like they should.
I love it. I love it. This right here, this is that third year doing this. This is a big deal. Are you from Reidsville?
No, I'm actually from Wilmington, New Hanover County.
Oh, you're by the water.
Oh, yeah. I live in Raleigh, the Cary area.
Okay.
So I've been in the state I'm from Pennsylvania, moved here when I was a kid, and have been here ever since, and I do consider myself Southern at this point.
I appreciate that, right?
But yeah, I'm from Wilmington, so I've spent a lot of time in the Triangle, and I've seen just like the vast differences and diversity we have across the state.
Yeah. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
I love the fact that all of this is happening right here. It's like a small little hub, but it's large.
Yes, I've met so many beautiful people today, and I've had such good conversations with folks.
Yeah.
It's just really nice to see like community events like this and see people come together and
it's
be
beautiful.
themselves.
This is the kind of stuff that America is made out of, and it starts with community.
It does.
And I appreciate you and what you give back to the community. Very appreciative of it. And listen, I'm not going to hold you up any longer. I'm going to let you get back to the festivities and enjoying yourself, enjoying the music. It's been an honor and a pleasure talking with you, too.
And if folks want to learn more about the Budget Tax Center,
tell them.
you can visit nc budget.org. We run a fantastic blog that has a lot of resources for folks. We do a living and income standard blog post every year where we update it, and we analyze data, and it shows what amount of money it takes to make ends meet in each county in North Carolina.
I love it.
Yeah, it's a great resource for folks.
Thank you for dropping that. I totally forgot to give you the opportunity to do that.
Thank you, yes. And you can find our petitions and sign-on letters there as well.
Right on. I love it. Thank you again, Victoria, and Budget Tax.
Yes. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Enjoy your time, okay?
You too.
All right.